It was the heart of the 2017 season. A brutal 50-day stretch. I was chasing every other day, sometimes back-to-back days. It was a first in my storm chasing career. All I could do was accumulate storms, video, and photography, with no break longer than 5 days. It was simply incredible. June 28, 2017 was forecast to be a great opportunity that stood out from recent Wisconsin chases. The toughest target of the season thus far.
To go south or to go north, that is the question. And I guess we will find out what the right choice is only afterwards. But gotta move in a direction, can't sit around, gotta go somewhere, and I've decided to go towards Madison to start.
Northeast Iowa was considered the place to be that afternoon, but an opportunity existed in western Wisconsin. I joined up with Hunter Anderson, Matt and Alex in Madison. It took 40 minutes to make a simple decision, go north or south.
That's a pretty good pressure gradient.
Yeah.
Especially for this time of year. I mean, I think a little bit deepening too. Yeah.
The other thought I had with Chris earlier this year is I said, if we're ever given a situation where there's 2 targets, one in Wisconsin, one somewhere else, and they're equals, you go with Wisconsin.
Yeah.
We're the same way. If we go north, we got to be okay turning our back on that.
I'm okay with this stuff because I think our boundary is going to be down here and this tail entirely is going to be flat. If that would verify.
Okay, yeah. We're just gonna keep thinking.
I'm gonna go in my car and look at my phone.
Okay.
And then you guys just hang tight. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna get her together.
Yeah. So we do have to weigh, every, like the pros and cons for each, play too.
I just gotta be okay turning her back on something. That's really like giving up something.
Yeah. I would rather turn my back on the southern play because I would rather not turn my back on the warm front, but I slightly like the southern stuff better because models have stuff going up already right now, like caps done. But still, like I said, I'd rather not turn my back on the Wisconsin warm front this time of year with, LCLs this low.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
10-4, good buddy.
I'm like 60-40 favoring the northwest target.
Super Cell composite of 12 over to Duke right now. Alright, I'm comfortable heading north and, maybe turning my back on the southern stuff just to make sure that we don't miss a Wisconsin tornado. I feel better. My gut feels better just heading in that direction in general.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Screw Iowa.
We decided to chase the I-94 corridor in western Wisconsin underneath a gigantic state flag. It was a very risky choice.
So we are now going to the northwest target, which is going to be putting us somewhere between La Crosse, Toma, Necedah, Neillsville, Eau Claire. And there's already a cell, actually a couple cells now, just developing west of the Mississippi River in eastern Minnesota, near Red Wing. Those are going to be crossing into Wisconsin, where you have back surface flow. Very favorable LCLs. Temperature dew point spreads there are about 8 degrees, about 75 over 67, 68. Very favorable environment for tornadoes, and I would feel better turning my back on the southwest play than turning my back on a Wisconsin warm front, especially with an environment like this that's already being set up there. Hopefully we see at least a storm today in that area. Perhaps supercell, perhaps a tornado if we're stupid lucky.
As we drove north along I-94, the storm we were targeting produced an EF0 tornado near Martell, Wisconsin, around 4:30 p.m.
Chris just got that there is another tornadic debris signature right straight across Highway 29.
Guys, I can't believe that thing's still going.
Our forecast was 100% correct, yet we were still out of position by more than an hour. I mean, what can you do?
Hey there guys, this is Justin Poupon with WisconsinWX.com. I'm sitting here in Osseo. It's very hard to see and I apologize for that, but there is a storm out here near Durand, Plum City area that we are going to try to target over the next few hours. If I take a bigger picture here, if I can move my mouse in the right direction. There was a tornado warning up here, confirmed tornado up near Elmwood earlier, no longer happening. Again, we're on the storm and we're going to be following it for the next couple minutes. We're actually traveling in caravan today. We got quite a few folks with us. We got Hunter Anderson in the back. We got Joe over here. And we've got some cumulus clouds building around us. We're getting gas right now so that we can go for a long time. So stay tuned.
We joined forces with Joe Michaels near Osseo. Then our 4-vehicle caravan began our trek west into the bluffs. We needed to be creative about our chase strategy.
Especially with 4 vehicles in our caravan. If we do find a nice little high spot, let's not risk it and try to go further west than that. Let's take what we can get.
Yeah, he was almost roadkill.
Looks like we're having business tonight, Dan.
The tornado-producing supercell near Martell collapsed. The sister storm on its southern end moved southeast towards Mondovi, our new target. Getting in position was very challenging. We found a good location though, northwest of Lookout, Wisconsin.
Alright, hold up here. Let's stop here on H.
The storm had an impressive shelf cloud, and the sun rays in front of it were cool. The nuts and bolts, the wall cloud, and tornado-producing end of it was difficult to see. Intensity was on a steadily decreasing trend. We decided to retrace our steps back to Highway 93, south of Elk Creek. As our caravan relocated, the storm evolved behind us, developing 2 wall cloud-like rotational features. Despite weakening radar appearance, showed distinct supercell features.
Such is the way of the world, you can never know just where to put all your faith and how will it grow. Gonna rise up, burning black holes and dark memories. Gonna rise up, turn mistakes into growth.
We arrived at Highway 93 and pulled off to the side, looking back towards the northwest. We saw what looked like the inclusion of a wall cloud shortly thereafter.
Yeah, we just can't see it. It's closing itself off. Hey, look at off to the left here. Coming right at us. Probably not get too far away from the vehicle just yet. I can see a very strong inward, up and in. Back there.
Yeah, and I can even see like the clear slot.
Our RFD is coming right through here, so if it's gonna tornado, it's gonna be right in that area. But
okay,
it's already punching through pretty hard, so we gotta let it cycle another time.
Justin, you lead the way.
We didn't bother to chase that storm any further, instead electing to drop south to Whitehall to wait for the next in line. News arrived that another tornado was observed on the other side of the Mississippi River. It would take hours for that storm to get to us. Tornadoes seemed to be happening around us, just barely out of reach. It became clear, it just wasn't our day. But we refused to quit.
Hey, before we go west, let's stop on the side of the road up here and just look at this feature that's off to my north.
From a high point near Blair, Wisconsin, I did a nice long time-lapse segment that turned out pretty well. As the first storm we intercepted headed into cooler air, it developed a very interesting shelf cloud. All we needed was a little bit more instability. We drove all the way to La Crosse before calling the chase. Night was settling in, and frustration had taken over me. The chase was a success in execution and communication. Despite our best efforts, some days are just not meant for us. Sometimes we are just a little bit out of sync with nature. You have to take the bad with the good and just keep moving forward. I would like to send out a special thank you to Hunter Anderson, who shared video footage for this episode.
I'm thinking Lookout will have a good view because it's named Lookout.